Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Here on this channel, I share with you my coins and other currency and tell you what to look for your own collection. So I recently purchased this $1 bill on eBay. Cost me about $4, including shipping. And obviously that's more than face value, so you might be wondering, why did you pay a premium for this $1 bill? Well, I think it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of neat features that I want to talk to you about and share with you why I bought this bill. So as you can see, the bill is in circulated condition. It's got some creases right here. It doesn't appear to be missing any corners or have any tears in it, but it definitely has a couple of creases. It's got a stain over here, but that's all right. I understand this isn't in uncirculated condition. If it was, that would probably drastically drive up the price, and I wouldn't be able to afford to get one. So in a way, I'm kind of thankful that this does have a few creases in it, because it enabled me to buy it in my price range. So this $1 bill has some very cool features to it. If you're into currency collecting, you probably spotted them already. So the first feature, we have the E right here, indicating that it's from the Richmond Mint. That's nothing too special, but the serial number to follow kind of makes it extra special. So we have a quad fours right here. So we have 4 fours in a row. Whenever you see four numbers in a row, that's going to make the bill a little bit cool, a little bit special, kind of unique. And it has four numbers in a row, and all four of those numbers are fours. So I understand that might not really increase the value too much just because it's 4 by 4, but I think that is pretty cool and part of the reasons I decided to get this one versus another one. The next thing that you'll notice in the serial number is that star right there. So star notes are also known as replacement notes, and those notes were issued to replace problems they had with the original number, and they put a star at the end of it so they wouldn't have two numbers with the same number in circulation. So there's another one out there, that's this one right here, without the star, that was, I think, discarded because there must have been some type of error with it. So the third and final feature, which makes this really cool, is that signature right down there, and the I guess the date and the number right there. So the 1963B, these notes were signed by Secretary of Treasury Joseph W. Barr. Now, Joseph W. Barr was the Treasury Secretary from December 21st, 1968 to January 20th, 1969. He served under President Lyndon B. Johnson. Now, you might think, wait a second, that seems like a really, really short term. Well, it was. It was only about just over 20 days. So he wasn't there too long. When the next president, Richard Nixon, came in, he picked a new Secretary of Treasury and relieved Joseph Barr of his responsibilities. So that makes this signature right here pretty cool and pretty collectible. He was there for just a short amount of time. He only signed the 1963B $1 notes. So all the other currency from 1963B, the $5, the $10, $20, $100 notes, those will not have Joseph W. Barr's signature on them. Joseph W. Barr only signed the $1 bills. So you might be thinking to yourself, are these bills rare? Are they collectible? Well, the answer is no, they are not rare, but they certainly are collectible. I'm into collecting, and I picked one up myself. So the problem that makes these not too collectible is that everyone anticipated them being collectible and set them aside. So there were actually quite a lot of bills that were made with this number in Joseph W. Barr's signature. There were 471 million made. They were made at the New York, Richmond, Chicago, Kansas City, and San Francisco Federal Reserve numbers. Now you can tell the what Federal Reserve it was intended for based on that first number right there. So E indicates Richmond. The other Federal Reserves that had these specific notes were B, New York, G, Chicago, J, Kansas City, and L, San Francisco. So they all got these Joseph Barr notes. There were only 12.3 million star notes that were issued. That's still quite a lot, but much less than the 471 million regular strike notes. Of that star notes, there were 3.6 million made for the New York Federal Reserve, 3.2 million for the Richmond, which is what I've got right here. There were 2.4 for the Chicago and 3 million for the San Francisco. So those mints or not mints, those Federal Reserves will have star notes on them for this 1963B series. Now, a little bit more about the note. This note, unfortunately, without the star, isn't really going to be worth too much above face value. If you're into coin collecting and you're into currency collecting, I definitely hang on to it if you pull it out of circulation, but you're not going to be able to sell it for too much. Now, you can currently buy 100 choice uncirculated 1963B Barr notes in brand new packs for about $250 if you're into that. That's a kind of a higher budget, but that's really where the margins make sense for selling Barr notes to actually really make a big profit on them. Now, part of the reason why is because people knew that Joseph Barr was only Treasury Secretary for 28 days. So as soon as they got their hand on these in 1963 or a couple years after, they took them out of circulation and then held on to them, anticipating that their value would drastically increase because of his short tenure as the Treasury Secretary. Now I'll flip it over for you. Nothing too special to note on the back right here. We can see the 1133, so that's the plate number that was used for this specific bill. That's always cool to kind of look at. Hopefully you can kind of find one that's a little bit lower than 1133. We can see the creases on the back, nothing too special there. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's got a lot of cool features to this $1 bill. So if you're flipping through stacks of currency, maybe you got some from the bank, you're going to look through for rare stuff. This will be one that you can find. And if you don't want to keep it, you can always sell it to people like me on eBay for a little bit above face value. All right, thanks everyone for watching the video. If you're into coin collecting, please do check out some of the other videos on my channel. I've got a lot of videos about rare coins, modern coins, foreign currency, all kinds of coins and currency that you might be interested in. So please do check it out. Like, comment, subscribe to the video if you enjoyed it. Take care, everyone. Happy holidays. Enjoy the coin collecting and currency collecting. Hopefully you are doing great. All right, bye.